The purpose of blood clotting is to prevent blood loss when a blood vessel has been injured. Another name for blood clotting is hemostasis, not to be confused with homeostasis. Here, hemo means blood and stasis means steady state. So imagine that you have cut yourself. The first thing that happens is that the cut blood vessel undergoes a quick constriction, a sudden constriction. We call this a vasospasm. And this vasospasm prevents further loss of blood. The next stage is that the cut blood vessel produces alarm chemicals that attract the platelets to the spot, and the platelets join together, they stick to each other and form a platelet plug. This also prevents further blood loss. This platelet plug is further secured by fibers that tie them up together, and these fibers are called fibrin, which is the clot. Fibrin comes from fibrinogen, which is a soluble plasma protein that's already present in blood. So this process is called coagulation. So we have three stages: vasospasm, platelet plug formation, and coagulation. Coagulation is a fairly complex process that is also quite rapid, involving a chain reaction, not unlike the domino effect that you see here. The domino effect in coagulation involves 40 different proteins that we call clotting factors. The ultimate purpose of the coagulation reaction, or this domino effect, is to make fibrin from fibrinogen. The domino effect culminates in activating fibrinogen. That's the purpose. The 40 different blood clotting factors are already in the blood, but majority of them are made in the liver. The coagulation process starts with two different pathways: an extrinsic pathway and an intrinsic pathway. The extrinsic pathway arises from the tissues that surround the blood vessel that were injured. The tissues were also injured, so they release some alarm chemicals, as does the blood vessel that was injured. These chemicals, in their own little domino effect, culminate in factor 10. And once they activate factor 10 activates prothrombin activator. Prothrombin activator obviously activates prothrombin. Pro means before. So if you remove the pro from there, prothrombin then becomes thrombin. And thrombin is the one that ultimately converts fibrinogen to fibrin, which is the clot. So this occurs in a domino effect. In order to do this, calcium is necessary as a cofactor. The function of vitamin K is to help make 4 of the major blood clotting factors. We need some background information about how vitamin K works. We know that vitamin K is necessary to make some major clotting factors. Vitamin K is fat soluble, and so it must be absorbed into the digestive system along with fats. In order for fats to be digested, we need bile, which emulsifies the fats. It allows the fats to mix with water. Bile is made in the liver, while bile is stored and released by the gallbladder. We need this background information to understand why gallstones leads to clotting problems. So let's see how gallstones results in blood clotting problems. As we know, this has something to do with vitamin K absorption. So we start with gallstones. Gallstones result in the obstruction of bile from the gallbladder. So the production of bile decreases, which means fats will not be emulsified, fats will not be digested. So fat digestion goes down. which is a cardinal sign of gallstones. Fat absorption also goes down. If you remember, vitamin K is a fat-soluble vitamin, and so it cannot be absorbed if there is no fat absorption. So vitamin K absorption also goes down. As a result, less vitamin K ends up in the blood. So vitamin K levels in the bloodstream also go down. This means that blood clotting factors, certain blood clotting factors, cannot be made. So the production of blood clotting factors goes down. As a result, there are blood clotting problems.